Hey guys, it's Laura. So this is, I guess, gonna be, my second video because I just filmed a weekend of my life in quarantine because everything is kind of crazy right now and we are all quarantined. But yeah, I just filmed a weekend of my life. So this is my second video, I guess. And I really just, like I said in my last video, have wanted to start making videos on YouTube for a while. I have some videos up from like different trips I've gone on. Like I have my study abroad, like I vlogged that and have those up, but I've never like done it consistently. So I thought, why not now with all of my time try to do it consistently. But yeah, so I am in my bedroom right now at home. I'm 21 years old. I just graduated from the University of Delaware in December and it's March, and I did an internship after I graduated that ended at the beginning of March and was supposed to start a job last week, but since we are all quarantined I could not start, so I'm kind of like on hold for that right now, and that's like a longer story that I'll have to explain in another video. But anyways, I wanted to like just try to make some videos that are like keeping positive and just like entertaining at the very least, because everyone has so much time right now. So yeah, I'm coming at you guys today with a quarantine like self-care favorites video, just some stuff that like I've been either using or like liking in the past week or so, or like just like things that I like in general that have to do with like self-care that I've been especially using now. So yeah, after that intro, I'm just gonna like get right into the video. So here we go. I'm just gonna start out with some skincare stuff that I've been liking because I have like so much time now, and so I'm just gonna start with some skincare stuff that I've been liking because one, I have the time to do it, two, I've been wearing less makeup just because I'm not like going to work every day or going to school or going anywhere, honestly. So just some skincare stuff that I've really been loving. So first is this Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream, and this stuff is literally amazing. It's the best moisturizer that I have ever used. It's not that expensive. It's like $30 for this entire I think this is 1.7 ounces, 50 milliliters. So it's like $30 for this tub, and it looks small, but like I had a tiny little like sample size that I got before buying this whole thing, and I used that like tiny little sample size for like more than a month. So I know this is gonna last me at least like the next 6 months, and I've had it for already over a month and it doesn't even look like I've used any of it. Like it still looks completely full. So I have been loving that quite a bit. So my second skincare item is this Better Skin Co. Lava Magic Cleanser Scrub and Mask. So this is a scrub and mask, and I guess you can use, I've never used it as a cleanser, but I guess it can be. I really use this as a mask mostly, but I have used it as a scrub, I guess. So you literally, it just like, it looks like that. And you can put it as a mask. I think you're supposed to keep it on for 15 minutes. I did this morning actually. Or you can use it as a scrub because it has like the scrubby, like, it's like grainy, like scrub consistency. And so you can do it, yeah, either way you want. But it's just, honestly, I got this in my FabFitFun box. I think, what did I get? I got a fall box, and this was in it, and it's just like my favorite thing. I love the way it smells, and it just like feels really good on your face. I'm not sure how much this retails for since I got it in the FabFitFun box. I think it is kind of expensive. I think it's like maybe like 50 or 60 for this jar. If you feel like splurging on some skincare, I really love this. The third item of skincare that I have been loving is my Jergens Natural Glow. I use the medium to dark lotion, and this is the face one. I've been using the face one a lot. I just got it recently because I didn't even know they had this until recently, but I saw it and I was like, I need that, because it was always like I was self-tanning my body, but my face I would have to just use like makeup. But I really love that they came out with the face lotion now. And I mean, like, I use the body one too. I use both. And honestly, I know that like it's still, I mean, it's spring now, but it's still, I mean, I live in New Jersey, so it's not really beach or bathing suit weather. Like, I'm still wearing sweaters, clearly it's cold, but it's, I feel like when I'm like home, like I just feel better about myself when I'm tan, and so I'm like, why not like put on some self tanner and just feel good about myself. And I know a lot of people use Loving Tan, Saint Tropez, a lot of the other brands of self tanner, and Jergens is like probably the cheapest and just like most basic one, so that's what I've always used. I've tried a couple. I've tried Banana Boat before. I've just never like, I feel like the Jergens works well, and so I've never felt the need to like spend an exorbitant amount of money on the more expensive ones when I feel like Jergens works perfectly well. And I like, if you put it on correctly, it's not streaky. It's also like an item that I feel like I don't use into the summer when I'm actually outside tanning. I feel like I only use it in the spring when I'm like not out in the sun yet, but like I want to look tan because I'm wearing, you know, tank tops and short sleeves and dresses. So I really like this. I think it serves its purpose very well. My next like category that I'm gonna go into is clothing items. The two things that I really have been wearing mostly is like, I mean, obviously we're all wearing comfy clothes. Like, I mean, today I like dressed up a little bit. I put on a sweater and I put on some jeans just because why not, dress up a little bit. But, and like my sweater's very comfortable, but for like in terms of like comfortable clothing, I've been wearing these joggers so much. Yeah, I'm not really sure what exactly they're called, but they're just like the Nike joggers, and they have like a pocket in the back, which I like too. I'm actually forgetting it on my phone, but they are literally just like so comfortable. I honestly got them for free at an event, my internship for the Super Bowl at Twitter, so like mine have like the Twitter logo on them too, but they're just like the, I think like the basic Nike joggers, and they're really really comfortable just to like lounge around. They're not super heavy, which I really like, because I feel like a lot of the joggers I own are like really thick, like sweatpant material, and these like are, but they're more of like a thin sweatpant, which I really like. My second clothing item are Airy Move leggings, and like I don't have them. I mean, I have them, they're in my drawer, but like you can, I'll like link them down below, because they come in like all colors, all sizes, so like you don't need to see my plain black leggings, but they're just like so comfortable. For like lounging, they're just like really comfortable to like sit in, and like especially if you got like the just like plain like normal legging like material, they're really comfortable. But also like to work out in, if you get I don't even know what's that material called, like the dry fit material that you like workout leggings that you would wear, that material, they are just like so form-fitting. You put them on and they like fit like a glove, and when you're like, this is really weird, when you're pulling them up you don't think they're gonna fit, like they feel like they're gonna be really small, but then you pull them up and you're like, oh my god, these literally fit me perfectly, because they are amazing. And they're the only leggings that don't fall or are not uncomfortable when I'm running, and that is like my #1 test for workout leggings, because there's nothing more annoying than when you're in the middle of a run and your leggings are falling. I want to say they're like $50 for a pair, but like American Eagle, or they're Aerie, they always have like sales. I think right now they're having a sale and they're $30, so I'm definitely ordering some more because I only have a couple pairs, and they're like by far the most comfortable leggings I've ever owned, like for working out or for just lounging. Okay, my next category is like tech stuff, And so I have like my notes for this video like on my iPad. That's why I had it in front of me. But my next thing is like my iPad. I got it for Christmas and I knew I would use it, but like I didn't realize how much I would use it. So I just have the, I don't even know what kind it is. It's just like the basic iPad, but it's like the newest version of the basic iPad. And I have this case that just like opens and closes, and it's like not super protective, but I don't really bring it many places with like out of it. It's like I have like a actual case for it too. And then I have my Apple Pencil, and just both of these together, especially if you're looking to like get into graphic design or just honestly digital planning, I think this is really nice. Yeah, it's just really great. It's really useful, especially now, to keep me entertained. I had to switch positions because I was literally sitting on my feet and I got really uncomfortable. So now I'm actually sitting on the floor. I have a bunch of like Adobe, I don't know if you can see that. I have a bunch of Adobe apps and they're all on there. I have like Photoshop, Lightroom, all that fun stuff. And so I use those a lot because I'm learning graphic design, starting to get into that. And I also have Procreate, which I really love. And if you are like into like any kind of like hand lettering, digital, like I said, designing, Procreate's a really great app to have. And I think it's like $9, but it's like it's a one-time purchase, so like that's obviously worth it. And then also the GoodNotes app is what I was like using to, like, I wrote down all my notes on that, and that's what like I've been using. So like the GoodNotes app, it's literally just like a notebook. I don't even know if you can see that. It's literally just a notebook, and then you can have like a bunch of different notebooks. Again, I don't know if you can see that, but you can have a bunch of different notebooks, and you can like upload templates. So like if you want to upload a calendar, if you want to like digitally plan, or like honestly it's really great if you're in college and you just want to like take notes. You want to have your notes digitally, but you want to write them. I wish I had this when I was in college. But yeah, it's just really great. I really like it. And I think the iPad, like my iPad, it was like $300, I want to say, or like in the like between 300 and 400, which honestly is not that bad for an iPad. So I definitely recommend getting one of these if you are thinking about it at all. So my next 3 categories are all like not really tangible things, so I'm just gonna like talk about them. But first is movie. Movies. My favorite movie that I've watched it twice already, since I've been like at home in the past like 2 weeks, and it's The Parent Trap. And I don't know, I guess it's like not just me, because I've seen so many people watch The Parent Trap in the past couple of like 2 weeks that I'm like, I think that's why I keep wanting to watch it. And like the first time I watched it, like I actually was paying attention, like watching it. Second time I was kind of like watching it in the background while I was doing something else. But honestly, like totally unsure why, but very into The Parent Trap. It's just like a really good movie, I don't know. So, and that's on Disney Plus. So if you haven't watched it yet in the past 2 weeks, or even if you have, why not watch it again or watch it for the first time? TV shows, I've been like in between shows for a while. I've been watching Scandal kind of now. I watched it a while ago, but I'm kind of like, I never watched the last season, so I was just kind of like slowly going through the last season. But I didn't really include that on this list because I don't know, I've been watching it less in the past 2 weeks than I was before like quarantine. But like now I've really honestly been watching Friends and Gilmore Girls, just because those are like 2 of my favorite shows. And just whenever Friends is like really funny and everyone loves Friends, so that just like puts me in a good mood. And the same thing with Gilmore Girls. That is just like one of like my like, it's just like a feel-good show for one, but it's my all-time favorite show. So like watching it just puts me in a good mood. It makes me feel good, makes me happy, And so I feel like that's like all like the energy we need right now. So definitely like trying to, as much as like there's so many documentaries and movies and TV series that are like about like different things that I really want to watch, I've been like trying to keep my like content that I'm consuming like positive, just because I don't want it to put me in a bad mood. I don't want it to like, sometimes like you watch a TV show or a movie and even if it's really good, it like leaves you feeling like uneasy and uncomfortable, and I just like don't want that right now. I just need to feel the positive energy. So I've definitely been watching a lot of Friends and a lot of Gilmore Girls, but Friends isn't on Netflix anymore, so I know it's probably more difficult to find it, but it's been on TV a lot. That's how I've been watching it, like just on cable. So if you have cable, it's on TBS a lot. And then podcast, the one I have been listening to, and I talked about it in my weekend of my life, because I've literally, like, I've listened to it since it started, but in the past 2 weeks, I have just gone through and watched every single episode that I have not, like, that I missed over the past 2 years or year and a half that it's been around. And it's I Love You So Much by Kenzie Elizabeth. And it's, honestly, it's very like business, not necessarily business, but like business thinking oriented. So it gives you a lot of like tips on how to start your own business, how to like do different things on like in the digital space, how, honestly, it gives you like a lot of like different career tips as well. Like she interviews different people, and a lot of times they're influencers or not necessarily celebrities, but like people in like different spaces. And Kenzie used to live in LA. Now she lives in Texas. But so when she used to live in LA, she was doing like a lot of like LA based people. So she did, I think, the founder of Hello Giggles was one of them, one of the interviews. She did Becca Tilley from The Bachelor, and she just interviews a lot of really interesting people, and it's really entertaining but also just like very informative. And one thing I always say is that I always like want to write out like a new business plan after every episode, like after I listen to every episode. So if you're looking for that kind of thing, it's very it's very motivating and very inspiring, so I definitely recommend that podcast. The last category that I'm gonna go into is snacks, because I know we're all snacking right now. But my first thing I have here, it's open, that's why there's like a rubber band around it, but it's just Angie's Boom Chicka Pop. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. Boom Chicka Pop. And then this is the light kettle corn. And this is definitely my favorite because I'm obsessed with kettle corn, but it is so addicting and it has so much sugar on it. And so I always get, I mean, Angie's is not bad in general if you even got the regular kettle corn, but I just like the light kettle corn because I feel like it's not as like crunchy as a regular kettle corn. It's not as crunchy as the regular kettle corn, and it's I don't know, I just feel like it's a little bit lighter, which I like. I've been also just having like the regular sea salt, and one thing I really like to do with the regular sea salt is if you have like olive oil spray or like any oil spray, just spraying it with a little oil and then getting, I don't know how to say it, it's a Lodi or a Lote seasoning from Trader Joe's. I don't know, let me know how you say it, if it's a Lodi or a Lote, or like, I don't know, but everything but that, yeah. Just sprinkle some of that on the sea salt Angie's, and it's literally amazing, and it's addicting. And you have to put it in a bowl. Like, I mean, obviously you have to put it in a bowl, but like, you have to like limit yourself with how much you eat, because I could sort of seriously sit there and eat the entire bag. It's so good. And then another snack that I have been very into is that I showed it in my weekend of my life. We have, like at my house, we have one of those like stone bowls. I don't know how to say what it's actually called, but the stone like guac bowls that's like you season it when you buy it, and then you don't wash it, you just like rinse it, because it keeps the seasoning like in the stone, so that every time you make guac it like is like seasoned from the bowl. But we've been just buying a lot of avocados like every time we venture out to the store, and then making guac in there. And then my favorite like thing to eat it with is sweet potato chips. I usually buy, I think it's Way Better snacks, Way Better, I want to say, but like honestly any sweet potato chips. I just really love sweet potato chips. And guac is just like a great snack. Then my last favorite that I have on my list is, it's not really a snack I guess, but it's like miscellaneous I guess. It's like in between food and tech. It's this cold brew maker, and I think this is the brand. It's RJ3 Ovalware, and my sister actually got me this for Christmas because I love cold brew, and I would always buy bottles of it, because like I didn't have a way to make it. I would always just either buy a bottle of cold brew and drink it, or like make hot coffee and then like put it over ice, or like make like Nespresso pods and put them over ice and make like a iced latte. But one of my roommates at school had a cold brew maker, and I used hers a couple times and I really liked it. So my sister got me my own, and she got me like a mini one just because like I'm the only one that drinks cold brew, so like I don't need a huge cold brew maker. And this will last like, I would say like 5 or 6 days of me drinking cold brew. So like it has like an insert that I don't have with me, it's downstairs, but you fill like the insert with ground coffee and you just like mix it around, and you fill this with water up to like the line there about, and then you put it in the fridge, and I think it needs at least like 12 to 24 hours to brew, and then it's just like cold brew, and it's honestly really good. It's very strong. I mean, at least when I make it, I feel like I put a lot of coffee, so it always comes out really strong. So when I drink it, I usually, I've been drinking my coffee with oat milk, so I add oat milk, but then I also add like a little bit of water with it, just because, like I said, I feel like it's really strong. But if you really like strong coffee and you like cold brew, like this is definitely a really good purchase. And honestly, like you don't have to get this brand, but like I really like this one. Like I feel like they all work very well. So that is it for my favorites. I think there was like 13 things. I will link everything down below that like you can buy, and then just like list everything in general. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope everyone is staying positive and, you know, like getting through this quarantine. Honestly, like as much as it sucks right now for all of us, it like, be thankful if you're healthy, if your family's healthy, if you're like have a house to like just quarantine in. You know, like I saw this thing on Facebook and it was like, how privileged are we that we can stay safe by like just sitting on our couch and watching movies and reading books and listening to podcasts. And I think just like being grateful for what you have, and like remembering that this isn't the new normal, that this is temporary, and my heart breaks for all the people that are really affected by, you know, the coronavirus going around. I live in New Jersey, so I live in the tri-state area, where I think right now it is the worst in the entire United States. So it's definitely really scary. You know, like I haven't been out in public besides being outside and, you know, running around my neighborhood or like walking my dogs outside. So it's definitely really scary to be, one, in a place where it's really bad, but like it's not even that bad here compared to how it was in China or how it is in Italy right now, and in a lot of Europe right now. So just definitely being extra grateful for your family, for the friends you have that you're able to FaceTime with and you're able to talk to, you're able to stay connected with, even though like you can't physically be in the same room as them. I think it's just really important that we all like just stay positive about this. And you know, like, obviously, like, I'm not positive about it all the time. Like, there will be like days or moments that I'm just like feeling really crappy, or feeling like just like so like stuck, and like honestly feel like I'm going insane because I'm stuck in my house with, I love my family, but like being around the same people constantly, it's just like, it's a lot. So, but just like overall remembering that like this is temporary, we're gonna get through this, we're doing this now for the best so this doesn't get any worse. And so, you know, maybe it'll get worse for like a week and then it's uphill from there. But yeah, we're just like trying to spread positivity, stay healthy and safe and sane. If you guys have any self-care things that you've been loving, or just like things that you've been loving for like the quarantine, let me know down below. And like, subscribe, and yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.